everybody, welcome back to the stone house. I think I'm gonna keep working in the basement. I'm not tired of it, and I'd like to work at least this weekend. I think I would be able to see some like really good forward progress if I just work one more weekend on it. This morning, the first thing I need to do, this is the hot water heater for the apartment side. It's on the dirt side of the basement, and it really needs to be on the concrete side so I can get in here underneath it. So the first thing I need to do is move that. It's pretty empty actually, it doesn't seem that heavy. I think I also need to just quickly explain maybe what I'm doing, because I got that question from about 5 people. So if 5 people asked, that means probably another 50 didn't know. They ask, why am I trenching the basement? So in the spring, once in a while, not every year, but in the spring, sometimes I'll get some standing water in here. Not a lot, but some. And I figured once I'm doing this floor the way I'm doing it, I might as well dig some trenches. I'm going to put some drain tile in there and gravel. That should help drain any groundwater to my sub pump, where it then can be pumped out of the house. The main thing I'm doing though is just kind of more or less leveling the floor. I'm going to be putting down a good vapor barrier, some insulation, and then a stone floor or a concrete floor. I'm not really sure what I'm going to go with yet. I think the easier thing to do would be to put down a stone floor, honestly. Not easier, it's going to be much harder actually, because yeah. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. I just know that I really want to get a vapor barrier, and then I'll chew on the idea of if I'm doing concrete or if I'm going to do something else. We'll see. I don't know. I'm kind of just making it up as I go, if you can't tell.
I'm a product of my granddad's son. Hard-working hands and a job well done. Skin as thick as railroad ties. You could see kindness in his eyes. I didn't want to do what he did, but I always wanted to be just like him. Strong enough to stay and fight, a man enough to do what's right. His blood is in my own, the good and the bad and in between. I know I'm not alone, 'cause looking in the mirror, it's plain to see my family. Mama has a heart of gold, the sweetest soul you could ever know. She had a boy and had one more, to love and fight, what's a brother for? His blood is in my own, the good.
Kind of see where I've got my main 6-inch line, and then this is 4-inch, and I'm just going to cut the 6-inch and just kind of put them all together. Should work.
My family.
I can tell right now that this needs to be dug out just a little bit more. Just a little bit. But I'm going to have to literally just work like one space at a time. This task is starting to be daunting. I'm starting to feel overwhelmed. You ever take a bite of something, like eating carrot or apple or something, and you just take a bite and you're like, it's too big of a bite. Oh my gosh. And you're not going to spit it out. You're going to keep eating it, but it's too big of a bite. That's this basement. I can't spit it out, but it's too big of a bite. I need to pace myself, as I've said, but man, I'm stubborn. And when I get into a project like this, I just know how good it's gonna be when it's done, and I just want to keep doing it.
My baby, just 3 weeks to go. The rain is falling wildly, but the moon is still aglow. And tomorrow there'll be sunshine, and the garden will be green. We'll lay a bed of lilies for you to dream. My baby, just 3 weeks to go. Your mother's singing softly to the music playing low. She feels you from heart to knees. The love for you is as deep as the sea. You have my word as the earth, as the sun, as the water, as the rock. There is no question, there are none. You have my word as the branches have the sky, as these lungs take the air. There is no question of why my word is good. just 3 weeks to go. The house is a buzzing with anticipation for you, you know. From the inside to the outside, the faces here, they glow. Girl, you're welcome here, it's more than you know. You have my word, as the earth, as the sun, as the water, as the rock. There is no question, there are none. You have my word, as the branches have the sky, as these lungs take the air. There is no question of why my word is good. My world is love.
Hey everybody, I can get you closer. Alright, so every now and then we have companies that reach out to us through email and they say, hey, we've got this tool that we think you would like, or we've got this thing that you think, and we say no 85% of the time. And that's mostly just because, for the real reason of I'm not interested in what you have. Every now and then it is something interesting. They send me the item for free, but I guess full disclosure for how I feel about it is I don't want this channel to become the advertising channel. If I'm showing you something, it's because I do think it's cool and that I think you might be interested in it. For the next couple seconds here, I'm gonna talk about one of these items that was sent to me a while back. I'd just like to, say thank you to the company that sent it to me. The tools are right here. The owner of the company reached out to me actually through Instagram and just asked if I would be interested in trying out a couple of the tools that his company makes. And I said sure. He sent them to me and I've had them here for a while. Unfortunately, I haven't really needed these tools yet because they're kind of specific to what you would use it for. So this first one is like a contour gauge and it's pretty cool. It's got a million little tiny fingers. Each one is exactly a 1/16 of an inch. So when you want to take the measurement of something like this stair banister, you can take this tool, press it up against the banister. Sometimes you gotta use two hands, and you can really press these things tightly. But what you do is you get the exact contour of the banister. Now, I did use this tool for just this purposes just the other day. I got a big piece of paper out and I would take the measurements like that, and then I would actually use a pencil and just trace this out on a board. And I brought that board to an Amish woodworker, and he is making me, almost done mind you, but he's making me a second banister to match. And it was pretty handy to use. The second tool that they sent me is more along the same lines, but it's just this really handy, it's plastic, I wouldn't say that it would probably last forever, but it is kind of cool to help you get different angles. And again, I have not been able to use this yet because I just haven't needed to. Partly, I think the basement downstairs is kind of taking a lot of my mental energy, but I do plan on using this for the windowsills up here. I have the windowsills roughly cut, but they need to be fine-tuned. So what I'll be able to do is use this tool to figure out the exact angle, and then once I know it, I'll go to the windowsill that I have, lay this tool down, trace out my angle, and then cut that line, and it should save me a lot of little finicky measurements. So I'm looking forward to using it, and when I do, I'll tell you how I liked it. They sent me the tools for free, but you can get them on Amazon, and I will leave a link for that in the description if you're interested. I think next weekend I'm gonna go ahead and start sheetrocking, some mudding downstairs. I think I'm ready for that. I think I've had all the fun I want to have in that basement for now. But I do plan on getting that basement finished up in the next couple weeks. And then I might build some more shelves. But, we'll see. We'll see where the wind takes us. it's hard to have a plan sometimes when so much is going on. Anyways, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you all next time I turn the camera on. Have a good week.
The house is a buzz of anticipation for you, you know. From the inside to the outside, the faces here, they glow. Girl, you're welcome here. Here's more than you know.